campers, welcome back to the Casual Car Camper. I'm your host Brian, and today we're back with Kuju Coffee. We're going to give it a second try, so let's get into it.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, so, hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm usually the guy working behind the camera. I'm the guy editing things for you and kind of putzing around the back getting everything set up. Ever since Brian did one of his Kuju coffee reviews, it's been going back and forth between us. He's wanted to give me a try for it since I usually work in a kitchen, but since COVID happened, I've been home and I got to help him out with a lot of this stuff. So, we're going to work one at a time. Just work same way we did before. Base Camp, Ethiopia, Bold Awakening, Angels Thing, Angels Landing, Papua New Guinea, and West Sumatran. Alright, let's get into it and let's have some fun with it. Alright, while we're waiting for our water to heat up, we'll tear into the Base Camp blend. That's our first go of it. There we go, nice and easy. Open that way. Yeah, that actually tears pretty easy. Alright. There we go. Shouldn't take too long, not more than a couple minutes. There we go. Come on, beep. Sensors at 200, do the beep. Do the roar. There we go. Okay, so let's get this poured into our little funnel. Oh my god, this takes forever to fill up. Who the hell wants to sit around at a campfire and do this for 2 minutes? No, it's still seeping through. I'm just waiting for it to... There we go. As the water gets higher, it's getting slower to drain out. I wonder if this is meant to be used with a taller cup.
This is the cup that they sell to go with it, though.
They sell with it, but that doesn't mean it's meant to be percolated in that cup. I mean, unless it's a French press, as we were talking about earlier, coffee isn't meant to be sitting steeped. This is sitting and steeping.
Yeah. Well, they also say let it sit and steep for 3 minutes after you put it in.
Right, but if it's just coffee that, or rather, if it's just cheap coffee that has been put in a bag and they say to steep it, they may not have done the testing for it. Okay, that's 8 ounces. We're going to set the timer off for 3 minutes and come back and give it a go. See you in a minute. Or 3. Alright, campers have been sitting down for 3 minutes, so let's get this soggy thing out of here. And it's on the far end of the table. You're a goober. There's not much liquid left in there. Well, that's an odd place. Odd flavor. Alright, and medium roast. That tastes like a dark. It's got a very, very heavy, bitter coffee taste to it. It's not bad, but for a medium roast, I feel like it's been mislabeled. I don't get the chocolate, I don't get the honey in it, but it is a very... It's a very strong cup of coffee. I'll leave it at that one. It's not bad. I don't taste burn in this one, but I think this is one of the ones that didn't have it. Ethiopia was the next one. I mean, it's... I'm gonna let that cool, see if I can pick anything out while this thing's seeping. So let's pop into Ethiopia. Oh, that one didn't tear right. Alright, we'll let that sit for 3 minutes. Go from there. And timer's done. Alright, so... Go away. What the... Okay, so... It's been sitting for 3 minutes. Let's deal with this. While it was steeping, we were talking on this end. It doesn't... The base camp doesn't taste bad. It's missing the flavor profile that was missing, but it tastes like diner coffee to me, honestly. You go to a diner, you get a really nice cup of coffee, it's dark, it's bitter, you can stand a spoon up in it, and it just usually comes out good with the cream or flavorings they used. We're giving that a quick try on this end before trying the Ethiopia, just to see if that theory is correct, because if it works great with the flavorings or some creamer, non-dairy powdered, regular, whatever, then it could be a fantastic cup of coffee. Actually, it tastes exactly like diner coffee now. You're giggling. Here, you two try this. Here, you do that one. I'll give the Ethiopia a go.
So, what are you drinking from that cup?
It's a palate cleanser. It's just water. Get the flavor out of my mouth, because I just had creamer and other shit in it. I want to get the right flavor on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright, so trying Ethiopia. This is where I think things went so... Alright, so we just tried that. Base camp is just like that. It's base camp, it's diner coffee. It'll work. It's pretty decent. Ethiopia. Premium, what are we expecting here? Blueberry, morning citrus, and more honey. Oh, here we go. That one I'm getting the notes. Citrus came in first. Blueberry in the background. I'm not getting too much honey, but I'm definitely getting citrus in there. It's hidden by the bitter. It's the same bitter that the base camp had. And I'm guessing they just over roast their coffee, or they mix it too hard to where it starts roasting inside the blender. Which is not what you want, honestly. Which would make sense. If they're using huge vats of this to just ground down, save time and money. That's not too bad. While we're steeping, we'll pass it around to the others. We'll get their input and go from there. And when everything's done, we'll get together and actually talk about the pros, cons, things we can do about it. But Ethiopia's not too bad. Bold Awakening. Bold Awakening. This one sounds like it's going to give me a kick in the mouth for a wake up. So much for there. And this should be my last round of coffee. Or last round of water, rather. I have never wanted to grab aquarium tubing and set up a little drip siphon quite so much as I have with this thing. Honestly, that might be the easiest thing, is just pick up some aquarium tubing, put the hot water up, siphon it down with a little clamp on it, and just let it drip. Alright, and we will be back in 3 minutes. Alright, 3 minutes exactly for the brew. Let's get this thing out of here. The last one, the Ethiopia, didn't taste too bad. It seemed like a lot of these are very coffee.
You don't have to kill that.
Behave. It seems like a lot of these are very coffee flavored forward. It's got a very dark, bitter flavor to it, which I don't mind. I like dark coffee, but when you're labeling light, dark, medium dark, you really need to have that definition in there, or it's just the same cup of sludge. here we got, what are you, Bold Awakening. This was, I remember editing this video, it was a very fun one. Earthy Dark Cocoa Dried Berry. That kind of describes all of the ones. That weird sweet. The cups beforehand did have a weird sweet to them. I know this one with the citrus had something to it, but that sweet that I've been tasting may have been just the fruit itself that they've been using instead of just peel. Or if they're using just peel, that might explain the bitter as well. Anyway, Old Awakening. Let's see what this has. Boldly going where... I shouldn't say that. Again, it's a very dark, bitter coffee. I'm not getting any of the flavor profiles in this one that they were saying. The only one that I've actually pulled through is the citrusy sweet thing out of the Ethiopia blend. I mean, it's not bad. It's camping coffee. It's great for how they've advertised it, but alright, well, there's not much to say about that one. It's still... this is all tasting very, very similar to each other. It's still dark roast, very bitter, dark roast, very bitter, with some minor things in the back that if you put any kind of sugar or cream, it's just going to kill it right away. Same with this one. It's still a very dark... This one's labeled as a dark roast, so it's expected, but it's really dark and bitter. If you like the bitter taste, that's absolutely perfect for you then. I mean... It could just be that I like more medium light roasts. I like adding flavors to it and having it mixed in. Angel's Landing, the one I called Angel's Thingy in the opening.
And that's a light roast.
This is a light roast. This one I'm hoping does not have that dark, bitter taste to it. So I need to get water boiling. I'll give that a pour, clear my mouth out, and we'll see you in 3 minutes.
And we're live.
Alright. So that 3 minutes is up. We're ready to get the Angel Landing moving. We've been trying the off-camera, these guys, as we go with other things. We put a powdered creamer in there. Base camp's gone. This one turned into diner coffee for me perfectly. I grew up in diners with my dad traveling for his convention selling. That works well. This one's not too bad. It needs to be a little sweeter, personally. And I haven't done this one with creamer yet, so we'll do that one in a minute. Angel's Landing. Let's clear out my mouth. Angel's Landing. This is not what I was this is like Deadpool juice now.
Well, we have plenty for the blooper reel.
That one I like. There's more than coffee in that one. What's this? I got the nutty, and I got the floral. Don't get the citrus in this one. That one's rather nice. I wouldn't call this a light roast. I would actually call this medium dark, because there's still a fair amount of bitter in there, a fair amount of coffee flavor. And for a light coffee, a lot of people describe it as being watered down. This is not watered down. Again, the flavors are floral, nutty, citrus. I get the floral, just a bare background in there. Nutty, I definitely get that. And the citrus, leave it to Ethiopia, honestly. But no, I like that one. That's not... I'm actually going to have that one without creamer. It still tastes like a medium to me. I mean, I don't... If this is the way they do it and this is how they level their areas, be aware that just everything I'm tasting right now would be on the darker end of the spectrum if you're organizing it by brand. Like, I could put this one right next to Folgers or Maxwell House. It's got a very dense flavor to it. Next one is Papua New Guinea. Let's have fun with this. Oh, that was a little hot. All of these are being brewed at the same temperature with the same water source, 200 degrees, and steeped for 3 minutes. Pouring it is still really, really slow, though. You know, I'm just going to cut here and finish pouring this. This is going forever. See you in 3 minutes, guys. Alright, 3 minutes is up. This thing took forever to do. We filled the rest... While we were waiting, we did the rest of these with the... Oh, come on, behave. Don't make a mess. We filled the rest of these with our creamer. Again, it's a powdered, something cheap that's not going to get ruined on a hike or going camping or whatever. Something that's not going to spoil. The ones that worked out the best, the Angel's Landing worked out really well. This one with the creamer it's soft, it's smooth, it's exactly what you need right first thing in the morning for someone that likes a medium roast. It's brilliant. These two are a little rougher. It's still got that burnt. I mean, Ethiopia and Bold Awakening. Bold Awakening was not any of our favorites so far. It's rough and tumble, very dark. Ethiopia's okay. It's about the same level as Angel's Landing right now. And you saw Base Camp Blend's gone. Angel's Landing is going to be next. Next one's Papua New Guinea, and we have maple syrup, red oak, and dark... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oak and dark chocolate are going to be on the bitter end. I hope there's going to be enough maple syrup in there. I wonder what happened... No, I stopped you. Go away. I wonder what would happen if we added maple syrup to this just to sweeten it up. I mean, the flavor's already in there. I mean...
I would try it first, and then we can add some maple syrup later.
I'm definitely trying it first. That's not the issue. It's just wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, we're flavoring everything else. Why not?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's a kick in the teeth. Hi. That's bitter. Holy And what do? It's like a brain freeze. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Oh God, take another sip.
I take it we found your least favorite?
I got the oak. It's tough for me to drink right now. It needs to be sweetened up a bit, but I do get the oak. I don't get the chocolate. And I don't have any kind of maple flavor in there. Alright, so while we're waiting on that, I'm going to screw around the flavoring on this one. Don't. So, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to get this thing moving. We can get this thing flavored in between takes. And I will try not to finish the Angel's Landing before then, but honestly, that was a really good go with that coffee. This is going to take forever again. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, we've got our West Sumatra just pulled out. It's been 3 minutes. Let's see what this does to the flavor. And then we'll mess around with the other two here because we're still working with things. Another one heavily bitter. What were you listed as? You are a aged berry, toasted cocoa, and apricot. Oh, it says a single serve. It doesn't say what roast it is. Medium, dark. It tastes super dark. Either way you look at it, this is very, very, very bitter.
And remember, so long as you're having fun,
And I can't get
you're doing camping right.
I can't get anything behind there through it. We're gonna try sweeten things up, get the flavors, get the creamers in there, and see if that goes with it. We'll be back in a minute. See if we can sort something out.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. This was only part 1. What happened from here is we went straight to our little group talk and just finalized everything we were talking about, shared it on camera. That should be up in the next hour or so, so please like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Casual Car Camper, and remember, so long as you're having fun, you're doing camping right.